Okay. Welcome to episode 1 of a still yet to be named podcast, because I'm fucking shit at naming stuff.
The Krusty Krab.
The Krusty Crew.
Copyrighted.
The Krusty
Just
Krab.
copyrighted.
Is it really?
Crust.
If we crust,
Let's do the Krusty Krab copyrighted, but we spell it with all K's.
It's already spelled with all K's.
Spelled with K's though.
Yeah, but he's the only one that's gotten the joke.
I know.
Oh!
I really want to listen.
Oh, sorry, was that too loud?
Yes, way too loud. That clipped the shit out of the microphone. Anyways, I'm Fraser.
I am Cole.
That's Cole.
Fucking dying.
Dying.
And I'm gay.
Alright, great.
Start.
Anyways, should we get back on the topic of that shopping cart?
Oh
No.
No.
Alright, I've got. Alright, hold on. Okay, so I've got a question for you guys. When you're, I guess Daniel's kind of excluded because he doesn't drive. When you guys are driving though, are you like I'm finna let this get down to the absolute minimum amount of gas before I fill up, or are you that like stupid fuck that fills it up on half?
Fuck that. I run a quarter tank down and I'm like, fuck, I'm almost out.
Are you serious?
Really?
No.
I will fill up my gas.
The fact that you looked at me dead in the eyes and believed me shows a telling amount about who I am.
Okay, no, like actually though, like where do you fill your gas up? Like
what, gas station?
No,
or
no. I mean, like at what point?
Where do you live?
Yeah, where do you? No, at what point do you fill your car up?
I'm like anywhere from like a quarter tank left or less.
Okay.
Because my car, once it gets past half, it runs out really quickly.
I fill up at a quarter tank. I get super paranoid when I'm driving below quarter tank.
Yeah.
Because I've cut it really close before. Really close. By the way, fuck you, Daniel. You stupid dumbass bitch. You know, driver's
He always runs
driver's
out quick.
license have an ass.
Yeah, I fill up with a quarter tank.
Fuck you.
You don't even know what a quarter tank means.
You bitch. I do math. I know math. I know the car.
Boy, do I have
stuff.
a surprise for you guys.
So
So when I drive, I sit there. As soon as I get in the car and I turn it on, I look at the gauge, and it's always close to E, because I drive a Tahoe and that thing eats gas. Mm-hmm. So I hit the button that shows me all the. I've got a little screen where it shows me the information on my car, on my cluster. So I hit the button 3 times and it shows me my gas mileage I have left, and I'll be driving out here from where I live, and I look at my mileage. It says like 68 kilometers left on it. It is below. Like I let that bitch get below the E, and it still goes. And I'm like,
bro, you get past the E to the point where it's just like, bro, how the fuck are you still running?
And yeah. Well, no, and there's always I don't know. I mean, it probably doesn't matter. I always get off at the Whatcom exit and go fill up gas in between Abbotsford and Chilliwack.
Okay.
Yeah, let's disclose our location real quick.
It's not exactly.
Well, it's not an exact location.
Wow, guys, we live in Canada. Prepare to get doxxed.
God, I'll tell you my full address right now.
But so I get in the car, I look at my gas, and I'm like, I'll make it to the Whatcom exit, and I roll into that gas station. Like
it's like
I roll
sputtering.
I roll into that gas station in neutral.
You're like going down the highway 100 kilometers an hour in neutral.
Well, I always almost cause accidents getting off of the highway because I haul ass off like on the on ramp, getting off, or sorry, the off ramp, getting into the gas station, and I know like if I let off the gas and hit the brakes, I'm not gonna make it to the gas station from here.
So you just kind of coast into the gas station.
Well, I slam down on the gas and stay at 100 kilometers going through the off ramp. Don't even stop for the stop sign, turning right, and just fly through the intersection. Just go right into the gas station and coast in there.
What has been your worst fart ever?
Nice segue.
That is a
Right now. What's funny is that we're actually gonna fart.
He didn't even let him finish. He was telling a story and then Fraser just, what was your worst
I just
fart?
feel bad for Daniel.
If you want to talk about worst fart ever, I almost had to fucking call Fortis BC one.
What?
There was wrong.
I thought they were gonna say like, oh, I almost had to call the police.
Okay, no, I have stories about this.
Oh god.
Okay,
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing
Of
that's
course he is.
Mr. fucking puckered butthole over here.
okay, no, for real. One thing nobody tells you about getting into fitness is the more protein you eat, the
more you're gonna
worse
shit
your
yourself.
farts get. There is a violent phenomenon called
Violent phenomenon.
called protein farts, and anybody that like takes their diet or training seriously will tell you they have cleared a room and killed a small herd of elephants with how bad one of those are.
Really?
They are vile.
That's where
I am not joking. I am dead serious. If you Google this right now,
I have.
bro, that would be a Fortis BC
What
phone call.
are you the fart police or something? Like
Fart police.
the fart detective?
I have had
Came off a
farts.
fat booty
I
goth
have-
bitch.
I haven't had farts that were like stinky bad. I've had farts that were just painful. Like after
They're hot. You
You
know?
seem like the kind of
That's a
person
protein fart,
to
bro.
go for a fart and accidentally poop your pants.
Oh, totally.
I do it way more than I should. That's the problem. Like I'll have like late nights and I'll be like, oh, I gotta fart, and I'll fart a little bit, and like poop will start to leak out, and I'm like, oh,
Sucker right back
I
in.
have to like waddle to the bathroom.
Bro, that like midnight, like you're just lying in bed and you're just like, I really gotta go to the bathroom, but I don't want to get out of bed because it's so comfy. So you just like risk it. You just lie in bed and you're like, if I wake up with Dookie in my drawers, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. That's fine with me.
happens. It
I had a
happens.
good sleep. It might be stinky. I gotta wash the sheets.
It might stink like poop, but it's okay.
Okay, talking about this, I feel like my prostate level is deteriorating rapidly.
I think we know why. Though. We don't have to disclose it, but I think we know
I
why.
think we can put the pieces together.
I have to get up in the middle of the night and piss so much, dude. I don't know why. Like, this is shit my parents talk about. They'll be like, yeah, I got up to pee 3 times last night. I'm like,
Good for you.
bro, I had to get up twice. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Something going round.
Something's going wrong.
something
I got
going
prostate
wrong.
cancer.
Prostate.
It runs in my family.
When I have too much coffee in the morning, and this is why I drink tea so much, is that I will have farts that get stuck.
Yeah.
And I will genuinely...
Stuck.
I will genuinely...
You just
Well, no. The thing is that they're like...
No, they'll get to the edge and they just won't pop, right?
They're really concentrated
So-
farts, and we have plastic seats at college. So if I drink a
Plastic seats?
if I drink a giant, yeah, and
The size of...
but anyways, for some of my classes I'll sit in a really big room, and I'll have like a large double at Timmy's because there's a Timmy's close to college.
Fat fuck.
Oh, having a coffee in the morning, you fucking fat ass! You've gotten into my car with like no sugar coffees or whatever.
When have I gotten... Okay.
You've gotten into my car.
that is
get-
literally a black
That is
coffee.
called black coffee, and I don't even drink
Well, no,
coffee anymore, dude.
I don't even know what the fuck you eat now. Sometimes I genuinely think you just suck in air and
He's
swallow it.
always on about his anabolic French toast.
Bro, I
Oh
make
my God.
anabolic pancakes now, too.
Dude.
And they are fire.
There, he's up in the
Dude,
game.
my doctor diagnosed me as anabolic. No, Gerber, you're anorexic.
I was about to say you're gonna be making some
My anorexic French toast.
Absolutely nothing.
What'd you have for breakfast? Anorexia?
Air, water.
Okay,
But
continue.
I will have farts where I will genuinely fucking sweat. Like my.
Oh, you just gotta let one rip.
Like I'm
bro.
like I have to go so bad.
Okay,
but
bro, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here. Trust me, go into the studio.
and
It's
fart in-
soundproof.
That's why it smells in there.
Bro, it is soundproof and there's air filtering. No,
I
dude,
go in there
trust
and I
me,
know a storm's
the way they
ahead.
build a studio is basically a designated fart room. I'm not kidding.
I'm gonna
Because it is soundproofed. It's a room within a room with soundproofing on it. You let one rip, and it's like nobody
Yeah,
hears
but it's
that.
not shit proof when you fucking shit your pants.
If a whole
Yeah, that's the
That's
problem.
the-
That's
that's
the
how
issue.
Then that's when they catch onto the pad and they see you going in there all the time, and then the day you shit your pants, you waddle out of there and they're like, he's been using that.
You waddle out of there with your hand on
Yeah,
your ass.
and then they realize that you've been using that room to fucking absolutely let one
Just
rip.
decimate
That
it.
is-
Decimate.
That is such a horrible feeling, though.
Humanity.
No, just go into
walking
or-
with shit in your pants is the worst feeling ever.
Oh no, I think.
How do you know?
Second?
Everyone has shit themselves, Gerber.
Not
doesn't.
since I
Everyone.
was like 4.
Well, I still remember the feeling.
Okay, it happens. It happens.
What are you doing?
Okay, no, I'm
Are
just
we-
saying.
are we-
No.
Don't make me come over there.
What?
Now, if you ever.
Okay.
Okay.
No, can we
There's
not?
a story here. There's a story here.
wait,
Is there an
Daniel.
underlying issue to this,
Okay.
Daniel?
Do you want me to make you feel better and I'll tell my shit my pants story first?
Yes.
Okay, so it was Remembrance Day.
How,
And
okay.
Damn.
how-
Remembrance
How-
Day.
we went down. We
This
went,
Remembrance Day?
no.
This
No.
past?
I was like, I think I was like 7 or 8, and I was really, really, really sick.
Okay, well, you don't make me feel much better. I gotta be honest.
7 or 8 still not that bad.
Because
okay.
my mom, my dad was putting a wreath or something on,
Oh, that's worse.
and I'm like, Mom, I really don't feel good, and she's like, tuck it out for Dad. I'm like, okay, and as my dad, or not. Truck it out. As he's like putting the wreath on, I'm like, I gotta fart real bad. it wasn't no fart. So oh wait, no, okay, I have a really bad one after this.
You don't have
Are
to
we
tell
gonna be
them.
going on
No,
about
the next one is way better. Because, so I run to the washroom and my mom is like super mad at me. She's like, why did you run off while your father was putting a wreath on? Disrespectful little shit.
Because I was about to lay my own wreath.
shit a circle on the floor?
I remember it so vividly. The tone of shame in my voice. I just said, Mom,
I pooped my pants.
I shit myself. But nothing trumps this next story though, and this is the most recent time I've shit my pants.
How recent? You have to tell us how
I
recent.
was 13.
Okay.
So we knew you.
We were skiing. I had ate something really bad during the day.
Yeah, we did know.
And we were skiing down the hill. And like on the trail, I'm like, Mom, I shouldn't have gone up. I really have to go. Like I'm fucking turtle heading here, right?
You're on the ski lift. You're like,
It's like peak. It's peak.
Like literally,
You shit on the people
I was
below.
literally like clenching my fucking butt cheeks together as I was going down the hill at max speed. And my mom's just like, okay, you gotta shit real bad. There's a shortcut to the lodge here. It wasn't a shortcut.
It was a long.
It was a
cut.
long cut, and we're skiing. I'm like, Mom, and she's like, hold it in, Fraser, hold it in. Literally, I think like maybe like 10 meters away from the lodge, the fucking floodgates open. I ruined my pair of long johns, and that car ride home was a real stinky car ride home. Now you tell your story, Daniel.
There you go, he told 2.
I told 2.
Oh my god. How recent was this?
Okay, so I shit my pants, alright?
Okay, then it's not a shit in your pants story then.
Okay,
Piss your pants?
Okay, I pissed the bed. But, okay, let me tell you.
How old were you?
It was like last night.
This was last year.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Were you under the influence?
No! Not at all.
Was this at DJ's party?
No, okay, it wasn't. It wasn't at any party. It was at my house. It was like... It was like the start, like the very start of school. And like, I mean, I was having a normal ass night. I went to bed maybe at like 1:30 at night, you know. I was chugging along. I didn't drink water or anything like that. I didn't do anything. And I just remember, I woke up and I just remember feeling like hotter than usual. Like I felt sweaty. and then I started moving around. I'm like, damn, I'm moist. I feel wet right now. And then then I start like, I start gaining the feeling in my ass, and I'm like, I'm really wet. And then I'm like, and then I flip over the fucking covers, and it's just, I'm wet, dude. I peed my pants.
No.
I peed the bed. I was
The
like,
camel release.
Oh fuck! I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? And that entire day, I was trying my hardest to like hide it from my family, and we all have our bedrooms in the top floor, and we're all relatively close together. So I had to somehow take my sheets off my bed, clean the fucking clothes that I was wearing that I pissed in, put them in the laundry, take them out, fucking dry them, and then put them back on my bed without them noticing.
So,
First thing I fucking do, as I'm taking off the fucking sheets, my mom walks in and she's like, "You pissed your bed, didn't you?" First thing she says to me,
You
don't think she smells that shit?
did she come?
That's
Did she
the
come
thing.
in because she heard a noise, or did she just waltz?
I
into
think
the
no,
bedroom?
she knocked first. The thing with my mom is she knocks on my door and then just opens it without me saying
Oh
anything.
yeah, I
My
think
dad
all
does that
parents
as
do
well.
that.
Everybody
Dude,
fucking does
everybody-
my dad just straight up opens the fucking door, and like, I'll be wearing my headphones. They're noise canceling. He opens the door. I don't hear it.
Yeah,
He says my
same thing.
name 3 times, and I'm sitting here like this. And then he finally like kind of raises his voice, and I'm like,
Yeah, same thing.
Slayo.
It
It was so it was the most embarrassing thing because they were all like, "Oh, it's okay, it's all right. It happens. It happens."
as your dad's dialing the mental institute.
Yeah,
Bro, you
But,
saying
like,
you didn't like go up to your mom's bedside and be like, "Mom,
Mummy.
I peed the bed."
No, I was trying to avoid them knowing.
So what I've gathered from this story is that you don't sleep in your underwear. You sleep with like a fucking whole ass top.
No,
He
and
sleeps
shorts
in
on.
jeans.
I sleep in pajamas, but also boxers underneath.
I
Wear
sleep.
boxers underneath.
I sleep in just underwear. I
I'm
can't
sorry.
sleep with a shirt on.
I got hairy legs.
Are you saying
My
you
shit-
go commando when you wear
Pajama
pajamas?
bottoms, yeah. Not if I'm here.
Oh,
like
no.
if I'm
That's
with
rancid.
the boys.
Oh no. Oh hell no.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am serious. I didn't know people wear underwear when they go to bed, like under their pajama bottom. Is that weird that I don't? That I go
I
commando
wear
to bed?
underwear.
I mean,
Listen,
you do you, man. Like,
No.
I
You
wear.
don't do you in this situation.
Hey, shut the fuck up! You pissed the bed.
Yo, at least I owned it.
you are in no
I owned it
situation.
too.
Okay, all right,
You
wait.
pissed the bed last year.
You know what?
Wait.
Before we could continue here,
Yeah.
I've got a boy. Do I got a story for you?
Did you piss your pants?
No.
Does it
But
involve
when
some
it was
bodily
on-
liquid?
No, yes, it does actually. It was well, you were on the topic of like how you're like trying to hide it like from your family as much as possible.
Yeah.
The night that you, me, and Fraser
yeah.
took those 100 milligram edibles
yeah.
and I greened out.
Oh yeah.
My mom had no fucking clue we were like actually like zooted.
Really?
Not at all.
I thought it was obvious.
Well, she ended up. I recently told her that we were zooted that night when the topic of the train tracks came up. Because it was funny. She was like, "Those were like that was like." She showed it to my grandpa, and my grandpa was like, "That is an extremely impressive fucking train track because it spanned across the whole room,
the
right?"
thing
Like,
is, we weren't
we
zooted
weren't
when
we weren't
made that.
zooted when we
do
built
we
that.
wanna- do
But
we-
she thinks we were though.
Oh, yeah.
But she knew we were zooted that night. But when Fraser and I went to bed, and I fully greened out and threw up,
Yeah.
had no clue that like I was high or anything. I tiptoed up and down the stairs for like half an hour, slowly sobering up. I threw up on my dog. Like I had, like I just went right over the fucking bed and threw up on my dog.
From my angle, it was so funny.
Oh,
Because Daniel was in. This was a really bad night. I think I was the only one that actually had like a good high that night.
Yeah, I know, Daniel.
I had
I
a
started
good night
singing.
that night.
I started singing in Japanese.
No.
Oh, okay.
I started like remember I started like
you had-
I was trying to stay conscious, so I started singing in Japanese, man. Like,
You had a pretty good high initially, and then you just drank a shit ton of Dr. Pepper and threw up everywhere.
well, it was like a combination of that and like I didn't have any real food in my body either.
Yeah,
Well, that's not a good.
that's
call.
not a
That's
good
the thing,
idea.
Yeah.
See,
Kids
gives you the munchies for a
kids-
reason.
Kids always have some sort of like healthy or like decent food in your stomach
Yeah.
when you drink
Kids.
or get high.
Kids.
Yes.
Kids.
Well,
Also,
I mean, let's be
we are
honest.
not
Every
kids.
every kid over the age of 14 either fucking vapes, drinks, or smokes weed nowadays.
Can I explain the whole train thing though? Because that just came out of fucking nowhere.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
so
sure,
fun, though.
explain.
So what happened was that the three of us were sitting on the couch and we were waiting for the night to go by. We were waiting for the right opportunity to eat our brownies, right?
Well, we were waiting for my mom to come home.
Yeah.
Or my parents to come home.
So when
and
they
go to
checked on
bed.
us, we weren't, on the ground. But basically, Daniel and I started rooting around because we were hanging out in Cole's little brother's kind of playroom. I forgot the reason why, but we were.
Well, that's always the room we have to use so we don't fucking
Yeah.
screw around. in
It's
living
the room.
It's
It
the
is the
room.
room. It's the room I
Anyways,
always
Daniel and I were messing around. We were just fucking with the toys because we're toddlers. And then I found this big box of train tracks, and I turned to Daniel and I go, "Yo!"
Hey yo.
And then we proceeded to fucking create the most godlike train track.
That was pretty fucking
Ever.
impressive. When my grandpa saw that you guys utilized the little yellow shed over top of the train tracks too, he was like, "You guys used the shed and everything, man!" Like,
funny.
he was so
I don't know
impressed.
what to say, bro. I'm kind of a god.
Yeah, well, I
I'm
ended up.
something of an
He
engineer
ended up.
myself.
He ended up keeping the photo of it because he was like, because he wanted to show it to his friend Randy, who was like genuinely like into trains and like train tracks and
Oh
stuff.
my God.
Like that's his hobby. He his
Randy.
Maybe it was my dad's.
I've been in that dude's house. It's scary. Like he's got model trains on like every shelf, pictures of trains. Like
See, but that's cool
trains.
though. That's when you know you're like, oh, this guy's kind of sick.
cool.
This guy's kind of.
But he showed his friend Randy that photo, and Randy was even fucking like genuinely impressed. He was like, "This could be like a model train track."
Did we find our calling?
Did we?
We're going down the wrong path. We need to start doing trains.
Fuck arts, bro.
that shit.
But my perspective of Cole throwing up, I think, was the funniest fucking thing in the world. Because we were all stressed out, right? Daniel was in bed.
I wasn't really like, I was just like hurting, but I was laughing at the same time because I was like,
Like,
what the
ow.
fuck is going on?
You weren't laughing. You weren't fucking
I was?
laughing. You were not laughing.
Oh, I felt myself laughing. Maybe I was just.
Maybe
like,
that was the
I
other time.
Was you
I found
crying?
You were literally like, it
I
sounded
was
like you were
crying.
crying. Because I looked over at you and I was like, "You good, man?" You're like, "It's burning."
Yeah, actually, I do remember like vivid parts of that night, and I do remember Daniel like being super scared and like hurting, and that's when I decided the operation was fucking over. It was time for bed.
Yeah.
So I put Daniel in the spare room. Since Fraser was more sober than Daniel, I brought Fraser into my room with me.
I'm such a lightweight.
Fraser was the sober one?
He was surprisingly.
I was the one calming
He
them
took it
down.
better than he and I did.
But what happened was that Cole and I laid down, and it was like the first time everything was quiet because it was just dark, right? And then just out of nowhere, I just hear, and then Cole just goes, no, it wasn't like, it was like, not even joking. It was like it was a quick noise from my end, and then all I hear is
silent puke.
It's just
all I hear is
puking. Yeah.
all I heard was Fraser. I threw up.
Oh.
And then I got up and I turned on one of the lights. I'm like, okay, man, I'll come help you. And then I remember walking into the room and the stench of puke hitting my fucking nostrils and me almost.
Yeah,
I almost threw up. Like I genuinely almost threw up upon smelling that.
And that was when I took him and put him in bed with you.
And then Daniel and I kissed and cuddled for the rest of the day.
But like I
remember,
was like
recording maybe at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and you like I was just like recording with like the brightness fully blasting on my face because I was trying to look at myself. And I remember you were like really concerned about it. You were like, "Bro, are you good? Are you all right?"
Just I was checking to make sure that you were okay, because literally just you made it sound like you were on fire. I was like, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine.
Literally, yeah.
alive.
I gotta show you guys. I gotta show you guys this image, and I'll put it on the video.
So anyways, that's the story of how Daniel and Fraser lost their
that was-
virginities
yeah,
to each other.
But
Yeah. That's what it was boiling
I was
down
so subtle that night though. Like
It's
that
just
was,
and
that
then
was
we
the crazy
fucked.
thing. I took my because I threw, like I said, I threw up on my fucking dog. So I took him and put him in. I tried to keep him from fucking leaking throw up on the ground off his fur. I put him in my
Poor
bathtub.
Cash. Poor
Yeah,
Cash.
he's a good boy.
I love him.
Was that Cash?
Yeah,
It's
it was
Cash,
Cash.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Breezy would be sleeping in my bed if it was
Oh,
her.
if Breezy got fucking throw up
Should've
on her,
just
she'd
aimed
run
for
around the
her.
house.
Yeah.
She'd totally run around
No,
the
she
house.
would probably do the same thing. She'd probably sit still and be like, "What the fuck just happened?" So I took the dog. I took Cash and put him in the bathtub. I've got the shutters on my bathtub too, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
slid it shut and left. I think I left him in there for about 5 minutes.
Say hours.
I had-
For like the rest
No,
of the night.
'cause I-
Goes
well,
back to bed.
I had other shit, like concerning shit going on right then and there too. I can't remember exactly what I did, but like while I was doing it, I could feel myself like kind of like sobering up a bit, and then I went and washed the dog off. I took the thing on his mattress and went and threw that in the washing machine. I mean, it already needed to be washed. It smelled like fucking dog. So I threw that in the washing machine, and I think I could hear my parents like murmuring. They were probably sitting there thinking like, what's he doing? What's he building in there? But
We got a Minecraft in this house.
yeah, but I did everything so subtly, and it just looked like a normal night had gone by, I guess, to my mom. And sure enough, we just recently talked about it at Christmas, and I was like, I was like absolutely fucking blasted that night, and she was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, the other guys were too." And they were like, "Is that why they built that train track?" And I was like, "Sure."
Sure. Yeah.
You didn't have the heart to tell us. We're just idiots.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys, and I'm gonna put a bit of a, I don't know, I forgot what the fucking word is. I'm not great with word talky speaky things. So you guys know those old shitty fucking Christmas shows? You know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Like the stop motion ones?
claymation?
The stop motion
claymations?
was.
Those are so good.
What if you woke up one day?
And you were a stop motion?
No, no, everyone was moving like
What
that.
if you
Oh,
woke
if
up
everyone-
one day
oh,
balls
so if
deep
everyone was
Rudolph the
moving in
Red-Nosed
2
Reindeer?
frames per second?
Everyone was moving in like 15 frames per second. What would you do? And you were moving fluidly.
I'd start moving fluidly with them.
You'd start moving-
Start moving at 15 frames per second.
You'd try?
I would cry.
You'd cry?
I don't know.
Wait, am I moving at a normal speed?
Yeah, only you aren't moving at a normal
Oh,
speed.
I'd be the fucking Flash at that point.
Have you
Well,
ever
no, everyone
had...
moves the same speed as you. They just move at 15 frames per second.
Yeah, it's a fun fact. And
But if you're moving at 60, then you're moving 4 times faster than everyone else.
No, you're moving at the same speed. It's
Yeah.
just how
it's perceived.
Yeah,
How it's perceived.
Oh, okay.
fast you're
That makes
perceiving
more
it.
sense.
So there's a fun fact I have for you guys in Spider-Verse. Miles for the first until he owns up and like decides to be Spider-Man and take the leap of faith or whatever. He was moving in I think 4 frames less than everyone else.
I noticed
think
that.
he was moving. I think he was moving in 25 or 26, and everyone else was moving in 30.
Yeah, that was
That was
such an
that was a
interesting
very,
little thing.
Yeah,
It's very subtle, but it's like it's a
because
subconscious
you can see
understanding.
because everyone moves their arm like this, and you can see him going like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was actually pretty interesting.
yeah.
But
It's so cool.
I'm excited for that
The
sequel though.
sequel?
yeah.
Apparently they're introducing the Indian Spider-Man, which will be cool.
Spider-Man.
Oh, no, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Pakistan.
Now is he 7-Eleven or 9-11?
Which flavor?
I think everyone knew it was coming because Spider-Man 2099 was in the end credits of
Yeah.
the first movie.
Isn't he being played by the dude who plays fucking Moon Knight and Poe Dameron?
I don't know.
Isaac?
Oscar Isaac. I thought Oscar Isaac was playing 2099. I know
They
Oscar Isaac is
Morales 2099 or
no, like
No,
Spider-Man
no,
White dude
2099.
like
voicing a black
Spider-Man.
dude?
2099.
Who plays fucking Scott Pilgrim, by the way? Who's the dude who
fucking
plays?
Michael Cera.
There are rumors that he was gonna get casted as Miles Morales.
He's a white guy!
I know, it makes
Oh,
no
he
sense.
is the whitest white guy.
I know.
He sounds very white,
There were
too.
legit.
Yeah.
There were legit rumors that he was
Getting
gonna.
fucking
Wasn't he
Idris Elba or something
he was
to
Le-
voice Iron Man. Like,
He was Lex Luthor, wasn't he?
Michael Cera?
Who was Lex Luthor?
Not Michael
in
Cera.
Batman versus...
No, Michael
oh,
Cera's
God.
the fucking wimp bitch.
Yeah, who did play?
Oh wait, no. Didn't he play Mark Zuckerberg though?
No,
No,
that's
Jesse
Jesse
Eisenberg.
Eisenberg.
Oh, Jesse.
They look kind of similar.
They
That
do.
movie is so
Yeah.
good.
I haven't
Social
seen it
Network.
yet. The only thing I've seen. The only thing I've seen is Andrew Garfield breaking a laptop. That's the only
That's
thing
like
I've seen.
it's
in
such a
Social
good
Network.
scene though. It's
Yeah,
so good.
that where he walks up to him super angry because he
See,
got cut 0.03% of the company.
Yeah.
He got
Like that's how
damn,
much
bro.
his shares were diluted to, and it's fucked up.
Apparently,
Yeah.
that new what was that? I think it was called like Tick Tick Boom or something like that.
Yeah.
That new Andrew Garfield
shit.
movie. Apparently, he taught himself to.
Right.
Jesse Eisenberg. Apparently, he taught himself to sing for that movie.
I
Andrew
think
Garfield? No, he was an amazing singer prior to that.
He always had a knack for singing, but like he said in an interview he did have lessons, but he could always sing.
Okay, here's a very relevant question regarding the new Spider-Man movie.
Wait, he hasn't seen
I
it.
haven't seen it yet.
Well, it doesn't actually involve the movie itself.
Okay.
What do you think of the Amazing Spider-Man movies? I think they're shit, but that's just because I'm a film student and I can see all the nitpicks in the movie. I think the CGI is great. I think Andrew Garfield is a really good cast for Spider-Man, but there are a lot of dumb things about that movie.
I think I really like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I think the villains they picked were kind of like mid-tier, honestly.
The Lizard was cool.
He was okay.
The only crappy
He was
thing
very meh. Even Electro was kind of shit. Green Goblin or Hobgoblin, I don't even know which one he was.
that was a really stupid storyline.
He
One thing that
was
weirded me out.
horrible.
One thing-
And the dude that played him was so like bad.
Oh, he looked like shiny.
Bro, and like you compare that to like James Franco's Harry Osborn and like Hobgoblin.
Oh yeah.
Like James Franco's amazing, and
James
that was
Franco's
amazing in Spider-Man 3.
Speaking of Hobgoblin, did you know Ned Leeds from the Spider-Mans?
Yeah.
He's an actual character in the comics.
Yeah.
And he becomes
and
Hobgoblin.
he becomes Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something I didn't
Wasn't
know.
that one of
was
the
pretty-
theories?
Yeah, it was a
for
theory for
No Way
No Way Home.
Never
Um,
happened,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, spoiler, it doesn't happen.
Cause
I wanna-
Spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't seen the movie.
They did make references to
There
it.
was a theory because in the trailer, you can see Ned like hanging off the building when MJ falls, and there was a theory that Ned was gonna like fall and get hurt and then be hold a
Angry.
grudge against Peter for not saving him and
Now,
saving
that's some
MJ
pussy shit.
instead.
That's
Yeah.
what that is.
What annoys me though, and I really want to talk about it. Cole hasn't seen the movie yet. Is the post-credit scene?
I'll plug my ears.
No, don't plug your ears.
Oh,
I'm
like,
just saying.
like the
I'm
first
just,
one
first
or
one and
the
second one.
I'm
Doctor
just saying.
Strange
I'm
one?
just saying. I hate the first post-credit.
Okay, yeah, Fraser and I. Have
I
talked
know
about this.
I know what the second one was.
Yeah,
where-
it was the Doctor Strange trailer.
It's
which
not even
fucking
really.
slaps.
It's not even
It
really
was a
a
teaser. It wasn't even really
yeah.
a trailer.
I'm so
Well, he
excited for that
visits
movie, though.
you-know-who.
I'm so excited for that. Sam Raimi directing a Doctor Strange movie.
Is he directing it?
Yeah, Doctor Strange is one of my favorite fucking superheroes ever, and Sam Raimi directed one of the best trilogies of superhero movies of all time. I still like to think that Spider-Man 2 is one of the best superhero movies ever made. It has
My only problem with them is like
how cheesy.
I love Tobey Maguire, but he's just not a
creepy.
good actor.
He's creepy. Yeah.
He's so like stands still and like doesn't move. Like it's like the you see in those
That
movies
vibe.
they try and make a scene really intense by making the characters never blink.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I see Tobey Maguire as, but it's throughout every single movie the whole time.
So-
He's just like
Yeah.
completely straight faced. Like not even like a side angle like over the shoulder shot. It's just a straight on
Straight
shot.
on. It's
And it's,
always
like,
it's always straight
unblinking.
on his face, and he'd never blink.
My favorite scene is still the one in Spider-Man 2 when right at the end when the like building's about to collapse on MJ and you just see it changes to Peter. He's like, "Ah!"
there are a lot of really fucking shitty things that came out of that trilogy.
I love them overall.
I
Like,
love
I
them.
grew up on those Spider-Man movies before the
Yeah,
Iron Man movie.
we all did.
Came out.
We all did, yeah. I hate how they did Venom though. I think Venom was done really poorly.
like God, Venom was stupid.
And-
so
The
here's
symbiote suit thing is cool, but the way they did Venom was dumb.
Yeah. Say what you will about the 2017 Venom movie.
I still love it.
I
loved
fucking
it.
love
And
it.
Even
loved-
like I watched
I
Let
loved
There Be
Ven-
Carnage with my
Let There
parents
Be
the other
Carnage.
day, and even they weren't like super thrilled by it. I honestly I love.
I
Well-
watched it with my dad, and my dad doesn't like my dad's a very stoic guy and he doesn't laugh very often, and that made him fucking cackle. Like he was,
It's pretty cheesy comedy though. At
yeah,
the same time.
a lot of
But
a
Tom
lot of that
Hardy
movie,
makes that character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tom Hardy's great at it.
The thing with I found this out. You know, Andy Serkis directed the second movie. He directed Let There Be Carnage, and he cut out like scenes of storytelling and character building for more action.
They should have left it in
Because
it was a short movie.
Well,
to begin
yeah,
with.
wasn't it only an hour and a half?
It was literally
Yeah.
an hour and a half. It was a really, really, really fucking short.
That's an
movie.
anime movie length.
It's like a
That's
Pokemon
that
movie.
was the length of the Dragon Ball movie.
I
Bro,
love
I
how
can last longer than that.
I love how the fucking Broly movie is
Oh, okay.
literally. I love how the Broly movie is literally half talking, and then the other half is.
It's actually
it's
it's
just
like
fighting.
I think it's like mostly action though.
It is-
Honestly,
it is
I-
it's
mostly
it's
fighting.
like half the movie feels like just that end scene, you know.
yeah.
And
Uh,
it's not like that's a problem. Like the end scene was awesome, like the whole fight scene and everything. And it's not like it felt super long. It's just that it feels like they rushed the story too much to get to the. Like, you know, they just kind of sprinted to the end. It feels
Yeah,
like.
when you mention how you just like overall didn't like Tobey Maguire as an actor in general, there's another thing I want to bring up. I want to bring up the whole who's the best Spider-Man.
Okay.
Because so here's
I think
here's,
there's a universal decision, but
what Tom Holland.
I think everyone pretty much agrees that Tom Holland is the best
He's the
person
best
to play
of both
the role.
worlds. He's the best of both. He's the
so
best.
yeah, so here's what I like absolutely like. Just I don't get it at all.
do not.
Because I went and rewatched the Spider-Man movies,
I've
the
rewatched all
original
of them
trilogy
recently.
original trilogy, and I watched it all, and like I just hate. I mean, obviously they're like I like the movies because I grew up with them, but I just can't stand Tobey Maguire's acting.
His acting in the Spider-Man movies is really bad.
Yeah.
That he has had some
really
good acting roles.
I saw a clip of him acting the other day.
He is a
YouTube,
good
and
actor.
He does a great job.
It's just the Spider-Man
and-
movies just like he was an okay
I
Spider-Man.
I think it was more on the play of the directors in that.
Yeah, and I think it was the same thing honestly with the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
But like I always hear Tobey Maguire's the best Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield's the best Spider-Man, Tom Holland's the best at both. And I was like,
I disagree.
I watched the first one, and you see him as Peter Parker in high school, and he like just so awkward. Like every single scene,
and he
he's so
looks way too old to be a high school student.
That too.
But I
And-
mean, it was the same thing with Andrew Garfield.
But like he gets into the confrontation with Flash Thompson, who's just like,
God.
I want to fight you, Flash.
I wouldn't
and-
want to fight me neither.
Yeah, it's the dumbest scene I have ever seen, honestly. But then I see, like, I personally think Andrew Garfield was a great Peter Parker. He did a decent job at it.
Honestly, I do too. I think his acting skills are so much better that even if the character wasn't written very well for him or the story didn't suit him,
Well, have you seen?
he was a great actor.
He can he can show you emotion through the suit.
Yeah.
And the eyes on his suit don't move.
Yeah,
like
this
Tom
like
Holland's
the
do.
scene on the bridge after he saves the kid.
That and also where he gets mad at Gwen for showing up while he's fighting Electro, and he's like freaking out, like, why are you here?
And that's the thing I think they tried to, like, I don't know if overemphasize is the right word to say, but with Tom Holland, they gave him the moving eyes.
Yeah.
And I think that was
Well,
a
that
way to kind of show emotion
that helped.
through the suit. And it helped a lot because I think Andrew Garfield did such a good job as Spider-Man, being able to convey the emotion through the suit, that, like, it's not that Tom Holland's bad at it. It's just that I don't think he didn't have that, like, niche.
He hasn't been acting long enough, as long as Andrew Garfield, to be able to...
That's true. And wasn't Andrew Garfield, like, Broadway or something prior to
Yeah, I think so.
that? Daniel, you might know that better.
I think so. I think he was doing some play, I think, on Broadway.
I think he did. Yeah.
Have you seen the image of Willem Dafoe with two big fucking oranges?
No?
Yes,
It's the funniest photo in the world. He looks
Hold
so
on, I have to pull up a photo.
he looks so miserable, and he's holding just two giant fucking
Okay,
oranges.
have any of you guys seen Willem Dafoe in his 20s?
Oh yeah. That surfaced
Wasn't he a
recently.
really good-looking dude?
That surfaced recently, yeah.
Yeah.
He had
he
good
doesn't-
hair.
Yeah, real good
He doesn't
hair,
sound
yeah.
like himself either. Like, have you guys heard audio of him when he was in his 20s?
No.
Looks
He
like a
doesn't
woman.
sound like, he doesn't sound like
With the
he's-
eye rays,
Yeah.
like
He doesn't
actually
sound like he's
looks
been
pretty
smoking.
good.
Yeah.
He looks. Oh my god, he looks like Cole Sprouse.
Oh shit, you're right.
With a
he
bigger
does.
forehead and like longer face. Yes.
Yeah.
See, that photo doesn't suit him. That photo does.
Yeah.
That photo looks really good. That
You
one
guys
doesn't.
are giving me a really bad editing job here.
You can put the fucking photo on
Oh
the
yeah,
screen.
it's fine.
Actually, no, it's a podcast.
Well, no,
We're so bad.
For reference, it was a Willem Dafoe.
it was just Willem Dafoe. It was
Yeah.
just Willem Dafoe looking stupid.
If we upload this to YouTube, then we'll put the picture.
It's
on
just
the
gonna be a gray screen the entire time.
and then
His
just
picture
all of a
just-
sudden Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe pops up.
Daniel, do you
Willem
want to
Dafoe.
do we want to talk about the Gamer Fuel thing that we shot a couple days
Oh
ago?
my fucking God.
So
Oh, Daniel.
What a
just briefly
fucking
told me
waste,
about
I gotta say.
No,
But
well,
it was
it
still
was
fun.
fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
It was just.
Daniel told me.
So
Wait, hold on.
so
That was really pissing me off. I was hanging like that.
So, Cole just adjusted the mic stand. But what I had to do an assignment for college, and I had to write a script for a commercial, and I thought I had to shoot the commercial as well. That was my impression of it. I didn't have to shoot a commercial, so I was the only guy who actually handed in an MP4 file. I'm like, wow, I went the extra mile. And then my teacher's just like, you fucking dumbass.
You idiot.
But it was a really funny sketch, and I don't know if I want to upload it to YouTube or not.
I mean, that's up to you, but.
It was a little bit cringy watching it a little bit. Some of the jokes that I wrote were really funny though.
Yeah.
But I think it was probably genuinely the smoothest fucking production ever.
Yeah, it went by really quickly.
It went
like
by really
2
quickly.
hours, maybe.
It was like
you
2
finished
hours.
it?
It took us 2 hours, bro. It took us so long to film everything we've ever filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember what was it where
What did we try to
it was
film?
your project, your film project?
His capstone, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that took
Where-
a long time. It's
where-
also because there were like 6 of us when there only could have been like 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How many
that was
how
the,
many times did I climb through
the
Aiden's
tenant
window?
thing.
Oh my god,
So many
countless
times.
times. It was insane.
So for context, we a couple of years ago, what was it? 2019, 2020,
2019.
2019.
Well, when did Tenet come
When
out
did
that time?
Tenet?
Oh, 2020 then. It would have
So
been
2020, we the movie Tenet came out, and they ran a contest, and it was like a short film contest based on like the premise of Tenet, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't remember the winner, what the winner gets or anything like that, but Daniel was super into that movie, and he wanted to enter the contest and to make something.
You went so far, like as far with that movie as to like be able to understand everything going on.
He saw it
with
4 times before I saw it
And
once.
when when you and I went to see it with him, we like had fucking no clue what was going on.
I was lost half the
I-
time. to be
Yeah, and then I
honest.
kind of started putting the pieces together in my head when we left or like got out of the theater, and then and then Daniel's dad picked us up, and I was like, so can you like explain to me like half the shit that was going on there?
And Daniel's
he explained the entire movie on the car ride home. It was impressive.
Yeah.
I
He
think,
saw it 4 times before we'd seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think and that was like it had only been out for like maybe almost a week, and I had seen it 4 times. But I think in total, before the movie actually went out of theaters, I saw it maybe a total of 15 times.
Fucking hell! I've seen.
Did you
I've
see it
still
in
only
theaters
seen it
every
once.
time?
Yeah, every time.
I saw Cars 3 in theaters 3 times.
That's a movie you're gonna be able to explain real well, eh? Like
Yeah, I think
Lightning
can-
McQueen
I
is
haven't
at the end
seen
of
it
his
in a while,
road.
but-
Lightning McQueen is at the end
Shut
of
the
his
fuck up.
a rapidly aging car.
a rapidly aging car. Car with a beard.
Wasn't that Doc Hudson?
Wait, what was that low
Oh, yeah.
frequency?
I think it was a car driving.
Probably, yeah. Well, I know there's a
bass
subword
drop.
for here. There's a subword for here, and if you slap it weird, like one of the cables kind of becomes a little bit dislodged, and it makes a very loud, low hum.
Yeah.
And it really.
Where the fuck's the sub?
Wait, hold on.
I think there's one over there. There's one over there.
Hold on.
It's
Hold on.
speaker,
Hold on.
but there's a
Keep it
subword for I
lifted
think over
upwards.
there.
Okay.
Is it phrasing?
Stupid tension adjuster. Hold on. Okay, keep talking. I'll adjust the microphone.
I don't.
It's gonna be, you're gonna be hearing a lot of.
What was it even? Oh yeah.
You can see the jumps. He's just like.
Stop touch. No touch. No touch. Okay, how it works. Have you seen the mic bobbing up and down this entire time? I'm scared.
Like a fucking fishing lure, dude.
I keep getting. Oh my god! I keep getting scared that it's gonna like adjust the frequency of it while we're talking too, and we're gonna sound weird.
It should.
But then I realized like
it might adjust our volume a little bit,
not
but not
that
enough that it notices.
Oh, I never even turned
How
on.
long have we
what,
been recording?
I don't know.
Oh, you never turned the. Isn't there a timer on?
Yeah, for like 45 minutes.
45
almost.
minutes?
Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit more.
I'd say we go for another 15 minutes. Okay,
I
what's
agree.
something that we could talk about for 15 minutes?
Phone bills.
Pussies.
No.
Phone bills.
No.
I barely
Nobody
pay
wants to
attention.
hear this.
No one wants to
People
hear
want to
this.
hear some fun.
Okay,
Okay,
listen.
my glasses broke. Y'all notice that?
I was gonna bring that up, but
I keep staring
Yeah,
at
I
Amy.
look, I look like the kid that just got beat up and asked for his lunch money, you know, in like middle school.
So indulge us, Gerber.
Okay, so this happened on Saturday.
It's on top of
Okay, so I literally just went to like clean my glasses on my shirt, and the lens just fell out on me. And I looked down, and
That's
then
boring. You
no,
should have come
no,
up with
it's
something
gonna
else.
keep going. It's gonna,
Yeah, you should have made it up.
I was in East Hastings and I saw this big fucking homeless
yeah, I got
guy.
punched in the dick and my glasses
Fuck
broke. How's
East
that?
Hastings, man. For any of you that live in East Hastings, I either feel sorry for you.
I don't think
or if
anybody
you-
that lives in East Hastings is gonna listen
Yeah.
to this, my guy.
If you're that guy, pal.
It's either you feel sorry for them or you're really scared.
Whenever I go to East
Yeah,
Hastings,
yeah.
Either or.
whenever I go to East Hastings and I'm not driving, I look out of the car like it's a fucking zoo.
You're
It
looking-
is a fucking zoo.
I like I'm going on a safari.
You just drive past everybody
All-
with your middle finger up, like, haha.
All of Vancouver is a zoo. Let's be honest.
If everyone
Like,
didn't know that I was a fucking rich white kid, now they know now.
no,
Yeah, driving by in your Hyundai Elantra. Fucking, yeah, I'm a rich white kid.
I'm a rich white kid.
I have to go to work.
I have to go to work.
I have to pay the electrical bill.
Okay, tell me.
Wait, is that fucking caveman?
Yeah, the caveman guy. Okay,
Oh, you have to go to work.
I think we should share our worst fucking work stories. I feel like that's something we could talk
Work
about.
stories?
Work stories.
Again?
Oh my
What do you mean
God,
again,
There's a
girl?
reason why I'm
Oh
handing
my
in my to-do list.
Okay, Daniel, I think you should go first.
Okay, I'm going first. Well, let me think. Okay, does anybody have one prepared?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm still rattling.
I've got plenty.
I have a
Okay,
few.
you share one. I'll try and think of one.
Okay, well, I've got a few short ones. One of them actually just recently happened the other night. So for reference, I do landscaping, but we do snow clearing on the side, and it absolutely fucking dumped with snow the other night. And I drive. I'm the only one who's fucking competent at that job because I don't get absolutely blasted with marijuana before I work every day, because every single guy that I work with smokes weed, and I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against smoking weed. I just hate the fact that they smoke before they work, and then they're absolute dumbasses the entire time they're working. So that means I'm one of the only competent ones, so I get to operate the big stuff. So I was driving our big Dodge 3500, and has a big, huge fucking snow, like one of those Meyer snow plows that they go down our streets with, on the front. And then I had the Salter on the back. It's the biggest truck, heaviest truck. We did the measurements when it's hauling our trailer and our skid steer and quad on the trailer. It's 10 tons. I'm sorry.
keep going.
I'm sorry.
What happened?
So I was heavy truck, real heavy truck. I stop at the light, and I was so tired because I think it was 5 a.m, and the light went green, and what I saw out of my tired ass fucking eyes was green arrow, like advanced signal, and I fucking just went, because that's what it looked like to me.
Oh
And
shit.
this is
Was this the night that you left?
No.
Your place? No.
This was like the other day. This was
okay.
like 2 or 3 days ago. And I go into the turn. I almost caused like a mega accident. I had everyone honking their horns at me. I had a kid follow me too.
Cole's gonna incriminate himself when we record this.
And he started yelling at me when we came.
Probably.
We rolled up to the same light, and he got next to me, rolled down his passenger window, and started yelling at me. And I looked at him, and I was like, I just work here, man.
I don't get paid enough.
But I was
to
so
He gets paid big.
Actually, that's true. Yeah.
I made almost $2,000 off this paycheck.
Oh my fucking god.
Bro, I haven't made a paycheck since November.
Yeah,
But
because you work at a gym.
Yeah, I got shut down immediately.
yeah, but I was so
I was out of a job for 2 months.
I was so tired that I just like did it, and I was so like. Have you ever have to like adjust yourself after you like fuck up while driving?
Yeah, my
Or, like,
nuts always get super sweaty.
I like sat up and like had to like turn the seat up and down a bit and like kind of just. I was so fucking embarrassed though. It was like real bad. But I think my most embarrassing one was when I worked at Earl's. And yeah, I have a lot of
You
stories.
didn't work there for like too long, did you?
I worked there for half a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Sucks.
Shut up, bro.
Okay,
Listen.
they're Chipotle calamaris. Right?
Earl's is really good.
Yeah, when I'm making your food, it's delicious.
Delicious.
I'm
my
still
heart and soul
90%
into
sure
that
you
food.
pissed on my sandwich.
I didn't make your sandwich.
I know, but you probably pissed in it.
Oh, well,
Who's
I
this
probably
going
told,
out
I
to?
probably told
I
someone
don't know,
to
some
spit it.
stupid
Spit it
idiot
out.
with glasses.
Yeah,
Yeah, what
stupid-
if you spat in the wrong person's
Some
food?
stupid long-haired fuck with glasses.
That's okay, yeah. Just like a quick thought. It's
My
possible that throughout all of like the fast food or just restaurants that you've eaten at, it's possible you've had one of your like pieces of food like spat in.
Spat in, probably.
I'm not a fucking dickhead to minimum wage worker, so probably not.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
that's
it depends on if you're.
It
a dick.
depends
At
on
the
whether
same
you're a dick or
time,
not.
there's like a statistic. It's like 40% of like fast food from like McDonald's or something has a pube in it.
What the fuck?
That's why I don't get
Why?
McDonald's.
Why is that a
I just don't-
statistic?
I
in the
don't
first
know.
place?
I don't know.
I just don't get McDonald's in general.
Who's
anymore.
making these
It's just-
statistics?
yeah. But
I
when
don't know, man.
when I worked at Earl's,
I just work here.
I got it was one of those Kung Paos.
Oh yeah.
And it was a specific order. It was like and this is just how like it tells you how fucking stupid I am sometimes. And the mod on the order was no red peppers, no bell peppers. So I could put the normal like Hunan peppers, like the chili peppers in it and cook it with those. The green peppers were fine and all that, but no red bell peppers, and I couldn't fucking get that through my stupid ass thick noggin. And
It's the blonde.
I ended up getting kicked off the line for this, because like they told me like just go take like a 10-minute break, and I was like okay. I messed up fucking 4 dishes. With different fucking shit every time. No red bell peppers, no carrots. So the first one I made sure it was no carrots and no, but I thought it was no chili peppers. So I didn't cook it with chili peppers, but it still had red bell peppers in it. So that one went up. The second one, no red bell peppers, no carrots, but it had the, but then it had no chili peppers either. Fuck that one
I
up.
like peppers.
Yeah. And then
Racist.
the third one, I ended up accidentally putting carrots in it.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I just fucking didn't cross my.
This guy's like, yeah, I accidentally put balsamic vinegar instead of soy sauce.
I just had the red peppers on my mind. I completely forgot no carrots either. So I just kept going. I fucked up 4 times until my buddy Caden, or well, he wasn't my buddy at the time, but by the time I left there, Caden was my best buddy. He was like, yeah, no, Cole, you should just take a break. I'll take over.
Get the fuck out of the kitchen.
Now
Okay,
I'm
I got a
excited.
story, I got
Yeah,
a
because
story.
Gerber, you looked at me and you were like, "I have a
'Cause
story,"
this is from-
and
this
pointed
is-
directly at me. I'm like,
This
"Okay."
is from when we worked together. So, Fraser and I worked together. We'll redact the name of the store.
Yeah.
We worked together at a
Here,
salad
wait,
shop.
I'll give an idea. It rhymes with bopped beef.
Bopped beef. Yeah.
Salad place.
It's a salad shop. Yeah.
Wow, you
I
guys
worked there.
fucking
But I said bopped beef.
put the pieces
I mean,
together.
I don't even know why you're redacting it in the first place.
I don't know. It's because, well, it's not even bad mouthing them. It's literally our fuck up. So Fraser and I worked there. I worked there for 2.5 years. Fraser worked there for what, 6 months? 6 months ish.
Half a year.
And this was like pretty well into your time there.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, I think I took Till on this one, and a really pretty girl came in.
Oh, I remember this.
You remember this one, right?
I remember this. She was.
This goes to show you how horny Fraser and I were in 12th grade. Or Fraser still is.
This is
But-
1 year ago, Gerber was still horny.
Shut the fuck up, they don't know that? Alright, Z's.
Keep going, just keep going.
We're having a staring contest.
So,
Fucking
a
morons.
really pretty girl came in,
Yeah.
and she ordered, like, probably 4 things. So we assumed it was for her family. And we made her order, we gave it to her, she left. As soon as she walked out the door, Fraser and I looked at each other and were like, bro, she was so cute. Like, both of us were like, maybe we should have asked her for a number. One of us should have. And then, maybe,
thing we didn't.
what, 20, 30 minutes later, we're like 15 minutes from closing or something, we get a phone call. And it's an older woman on the line. Shut the fuck up, Cole.
Oh my god, I've never seen anybody take a goddamn staring contest that seriously before.
Okay.
Anyways.
We get a phone call from like an older woman, clearly like Karen-ish. Or like,
She was very
she was a Karen.
Karen.
Her name was Glenn.
Her name was Jeff. We answered the phone. And
This woman was going through a very transitional period.
we pick up the phone and she calls to complain, and we fucked up her order.
So bad. We
And
fucked it up so bad.
She started complaining because she's like, this is my birthday dinner and my daughter came to pick it up. And I was like, okay, ma'am, what was your order?
Bro.
What was your order? Let me go through the
Hey,
system.
wait. Whose fucking birthday dinner is a goddamn salad
Yeah,
from,
right?
from
Fucking keto,
from-
bitches.
Yeah,
Like
like,
when I wake up on my birthday, I want to eat like fucking 30 burgers and eat the
Yeah,
worst
well,
shit.
you're
ever.
fat, so.
Yeah. I'm fucking chubby, so whatever.
continue. Start.
Anyways, she's like, yeah, this is my birthday dinner. My daughter came and ordered it and picked it up for me. And I was like, okay, what was your order? Let me look through our system. And as soon as she told me the order, I recognized the order because it was very specific.
Oh, yeah.
So I remembered the girl, obviously. And so I went through the whole complaint process and then hung up the phone and I looked at Fraser and I was like, dude, you remember that girl that came in like half an hour ago? And he's like, yeah, the really pretty one. I was like, we fucked up, bro. Oh my god,
Good
dude.
thing we didn't get her.
Good thing we didn't get her number because we would have had a personal complaint called into one of us.
Oh, totally.
One more thing I want to talk about.
I think we argued on who fucked up the order.
I think we argued about it because asked us, or our owner, will redact it.
I think
She
redact.
she asked us who made the order, and we were kind of like, I made part of it, and he made part of it, and like we really fucked it up. Like that's how like caught up we were in like, holy fuck, this girl's hot. Like we were so caught up in like we had no blood in our head. We'll just say that it was somewhere else that whole time.
I think.
And we're making the orders, and we fucked it up royally. So both of us were like, we don't really know. We don't know. We weren't thinking with our heads.
I think you took the blame because I was fucking up a lot.
Yeah, I didn't want you to get fired, so I took the full blame.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I didn't even get written up for it.
Yeah.
You say you weren't thinking with your head yet. You were thinking with your dick because you were so fucking horny.
Yes, I was, bro. She was hot as
Way to
fuck.
point it out, Gerber. Or Daniel.
Oh my. I get it. That's fucked up.
Okay.
Okay.
One more thing that's just kind of a funny like flip in our like friendship. For the first 4-ish years that we've known each other, I was always the fat guy.
Yeah.
And
Jumpster.
yeah, I was pretty big. I was pretty big. And for the longest time, the fat jokes would always come at me.
Yeah.
I never
And-
said shit.
You wanna know
Oh, no, bull.
Bull.
All of you did, and I did to
but
myself.
you want to know why we said the fat jokes?
Because I made the fat jokes.
Because you were fat.
Hey, hold on. Fuck you. Let's press fucking pause real quick. I actually like hardly recall ever making any. I was never the first one.
No, you were never the first one, but you always kind of
It would come around when you pissed me off. Because I feel
like if we fucked up when we were playing a video game, you'd go, "You fat fuck," or something like that.
But
Cole, you saying that is like, Your Honor, I barely recall holding the 7-Eleven employee at gunpoint, but you sure?
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Because
I don't remember.
I don't like. I don't like
Me?
making. I don't like making fun of people's weight. Makes me feel bad.
Why, you scrawny bastard?
That hurts.
Being called scrawny's not a fucking insult.
soul now.
I
Get
legit,
used to it, bitch.
When I'd make those jokes though, it would come after they make a joke, and I realized, oh, maybe it's okay.
Honestly, I was pretty okay with it for the longest time, and I'm more sensitive about it now.
Really?
Yeah. So if like somebody makes a fat joke, it actually like kind of hurts my feelings now.
Jesus, I make them
Like,
more
if
because you're fucking thin now.
That's the thing. Like, if you were gonna say like you were fat, I'd have no problem with that
Shut
because
the
I
fuck up,
was.
bitch. You used to be fat.
Yeah. If somebody said that, I'd have no problem with that
You
because I
look
was
like you got
fat.
employee of the month at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Oh my god.
What's
Anyway,
really-
the relationship dynamic change that happened here is once I lost like 30 pounds.
I gained 30 pounds.
Who's the fat fuck?
Well, it's funny.
It's like that scene in a Star Wars in A New Hope when Darth Vader goes to Obi-Wan and he says, "Now I am the master. When I
well,
left you, I was but the learner."
well, it was funny because I think I now weigh the same as what Gerber did before I started working out.
What?
But it doesn't.
No. How much you weigh?
I don't know. Like I
But
think
it's also because you're.
it's also because I'm leaner, so it doesn't show up.
Yeah, you
as
are
bad.
taller. Yeah.
So it's better. I'm still trying to fucking lose it, but I am just a bigger guy.
Yeah, like for comparison, I'm like 5'9", 5'10", something like that.
I'm 6'3".
I still don't believe that. I think he's 6'2".
Gerber, I measured myself for a fucking suit. I'm 6'3".
You're 6'2".
Yeah,
But like,
on my height, I'm 7 foot. You know, big muscles, big dick. You know, the whole package.
ladies, we'll post a picture.
Look, no. We'll put Daniel up on the screen right now. There's Daniel.
That's what I mean.
Look at me, I'm huge.
Do the photo of me in my car like this, and it just says the Raptors.
No. This one.
That one's
This one from 8th grade.
Yeah, that could show how big I am, how tall I am.
That's got a muscle. No, wait.
You just have
So-
to trust. I'm 7 foot.
So I think Daniel and
I don't think you're the same way because the heaviest I ever got was only 175.
Oh, Gerber.
I was 175 pounds.
Dude, I'm 500 pounds.
But I had no muscle mass, so it was all fat.
Okay, I think the last time I weighed myself, I was like 230.
Yeah, so I was not 230.
you weigh.
140.
I bet you I
like
probably
the
have a very
perfect weight for
similar.
my height.
I'm 145.
Yeah. that's-
Actually, I weighed myself this morning 148, but weight fluctuates pound by pound.
Yeah.
So I think Daniel and I should share our two stories, then I think we should call it quits for here.
Okay.
So changing topic.
That's the photo.
Do we
That's
have
the one we
a,
gotta...
Do we have a story? What story?
I have a story. Do you?
Embarrassing work.
Oh, about
So-
work. Oh yeah. I do.
So this is one where Gerber was also in this. I used to work at a restaurant, undisclosed, obviously. But it was
There, that's the photo. That's the one.
Oh yeah, that's this. Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
That's the
Oh
one.
yeah, that's beautiful.
So yeah, it rhymes with bed bobbin bum.
Anyways, it was a very family restaurant. Anybody could go in there. You get all kinds of different
Family
fucking
restaurant till
characters.
somebody screamed a racial slur at
And
you.
Gerber decided to come visit me. And I said, Gerber, I'm off in like 10 minutes. Stay here and we can get lunch together. So he's like, okay. So we sit down, we have a burger. And then this...
He was there too?
But before... No, this is a different story. But before I had finished work, this lady came in. And she was in an all-black dress.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
She was in an all-black dress. She had very, like, spiky hair.
Oh.
She was fucking weird. And she comes in and she asks for a booth. She's like...
Okay. I thought
She's
you were
like-
looking for.
She's like, can I have a booth with no pictures, please? What are you whispering to Cole, you Gerber, you fucking...
The thing.
The fig?
No, the thing.
The thing? You could have said that into the fucking microphone.
I don't know. I might get canceled with that one.
Even I don't know that one. What?
But anyways, she says, "Can I get a booth with no pictures, please?" And a lot of our booths had photos on them just to liven up the booth, I guess. So I sit her down with no pictures, and I was really fucking weirded out by it. I'm like,
wait, booth with no pictures, why?
I don't know, Cole. Anyways,
There's pictures all over the restaurant too.
Anyways,
so
I finished.
even if you don't get a booth with a picture, you're still gonna see every picture in the fucking place.
Anyways, I finish my shift, I put my jacket on, and I go to sit down where Gerber's sitting down, and it was relatively close to the lady. And as Gerber and I are munching away on our burgers and stuff like that, this is when Gerber was in his phase of wearing
My fat face.
fucking pentagrams, leather jackets, headbands,
This is my Motley Crue face.
being a hard ass. Yes.
That's
Pentagrams.
That's
I don't wear bandanas anymore.
That's true.
Anymore.
Anymore.
But basically, Gerber and I are chowing down, and this lady has gotten up out of her booth and is lecturing this family, and I'm kind of half listening to it. And what I had gathered is that this lady was talking to this family because one of the kids said, "Oh my God," and she's like, "You should never use the Lord's name in vain."
Oh my.
Didn't you say she had like black spiky hair too?
Yeah.
That's
But she's
ironic.
going on and on and on and on and on, and then. I look up at Gerber and I swallow my burger and I go, "Gerber."
Why does it? Try that one more time.
I swallow my Gerber.
Anyways, well, fucking Gerber and burger rhyme, all right.
I get up and swallow my Gerber.
Swallow my
I look up a Gerber, I swallow my burger.
Mars.
Anyways, I look up at Gerber and I say, "Gerber, cover your fucking pentagram." And he's like, "Why?" And I just point, and he's like, "Oh," and he tucks it in his shirt.
I have the pentagram necklace and a Motley Crue shirt on. Not a good combination.
Yeah, I was just like, "Cover that up until she leaves
The
the
Motley
restaurant."
Crue one's not that bad because
No.
it's like it's a band, but the pentagram is pretty.
There's a pentagram on the shirt.
Anyways,
too.
there you go.
Okay.
This better be a zinger. This is gonna be the last story before we wrap
God.
things up.
I guess it is.
He shat his pants and dumped it in the popcorn machine.
That's why it tasted funny.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That wasn't
That's
butter.
That's why you were laughing
Okay.
in the theater. Okay. So.
You're laughing.
that makes no
Because
sense.
you said that's why you tasted funny.
It tastes like shit.
Okay.
Tastes like shit.
Maybe last week. It was like the last shift I worked. We have an IMAX theater at our theater.
It rhymes with Benablex.
Yeah, Benablex. It was like this, maybe the second showing of a movie. I think it was just No Way Home, Spider-Man, and maybe it was like 15 minutes into like there's like pre-shows before the movie starts, and I think like maybe 15 minutes into it, the screen just starts flashing red like an epileptic
Oh,
seizure
really?
type. Yeah, like it was bad.
Oh.
Like I went in there myself, my eyes were fucking hurting after that. And people were like coming out of the theater like screaming, like turn that off, it's so bright, like actually like fully on screaming. And we had our general manager there, we had a bunch of our top managers there, and they had to quickly go and just turn off the IMAX theater. And the thing is, I don't think it's fixed to this day. Like I think
Really?
it's still like giving like epileptic seizures, not actual seizures, but
The
like
same one we saw Dune in?
yes, yeah,
Oh, the big ass one.
the big ass one. It's like, and it's
The
that
moving
size as well.
seats.
No, that's
No,
the D-Box.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
wait,
D-Box, but it's a
I
much
see.
bigger screen, better sound system. But yeah, it was like, I mean, the sound was fine. It sounded perfectly fine, but the screen was just flashing red. Like it was like we got like hacked or something. It was so fucking weird. But they restarted it. Like I think the movie ran fine after they restarted it, but like it still happens every now and then. But after the movie had finished, there were some people that like came out and wanted to fight some of the managers because it happened. And you know, we compensated them. We gave them free tickets for another movie because it happened. And like, bro, we gave them so many. We gave them like a bunch of them. We gave them like 6 free tickets. Like, it was like crazy. And yeah, but there was like one guy in particular. Like, I was doing what we call an exit greeting. I was just like, every time someone would come out, I'd be like, "Oh, thank you for coming to Cineplex. You can put all your garbage here, you know, whatever."
Have a nice day.
Like what the fucking autistic girl would do.
Yeah.
Hi guys,
thanks for coming.
She's autistic?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
I knew there was an autistic girl. I
She's-
didn't know it was her.
She's
Anyways.
nice. I mean, I've gotten used to it, but like, yeah, it's not bad, but it's okay. Anyway, yeah, but I was exit greeting, and one guy came out, and he was like, he stormed out, and he was like, put his finger in my face, and he's like, "I want to see a manager right now!" Like, he was angry, and like his face was fucking boiling, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll call a manager, no problem. Call a manager, like, I'm saying, like, it's urgent, like, I didn't, we, like,
Run!
The dude is pissed.
well, like, part of our, like code of conduct, or whatever the fuck, like,
Very
our
mad.
employee code of conduct, is that we can't call complaints, we call them concerns. It's so fucking stupid. Yeah, we're like, is our manager online that can come down to Theater 7 for a guest concern? Like, that's how we have to say it, and it's the dumbest shit. But, yeah, he storms out, got his finger pointing at my face, is fucking boiling. And, you know, I call the manager as soon as I can. I'm like, there's a guest here. He's very urgent about his concern. And he comes down, and he's like, I'm not even kidding. He looked like he was about to fucking chokehold this guy. And, like our manager, as soon as he came down, like, he's got his hands on his shoulder, and he looks like he was going to choke him. And then I guess he had 2 friends, like, behind him that were trailing behind him. They didn't look worried about it at all, but he was fucking mad. And they had to, like, pull him back and all that. And then, like, soon, like, right after that, he was kicked out of the theater. They didn't care about what he had to say. He didn't get compensated, I don't think. But he was fucking mad.
Wow.
Like, so mad. Like, he could have... I feel like he would have hurt somebody if his friends weren't there to stop it.
Wow.
And it was fucking bad. It scared the shit out of me, too. Because
Wow.
I thought... When he was, like, storming out of the theater, I thought he was gonna, like, punch me in the face. Because
Nice.
he, like, stormed out, and he's like, I want to see a manager. I'm like, okay.
That was
Sorry about that, Daniel.
That's fine. I laughed about it afterwards, just because his face was so red, and like I was kind of scared about it because he was targeting it towards me. But there were other employees that were helping as well because we were just like about to go clean it. And after he had left, like after he was kicked out, we were fucking bawling our eyes laughing. Like, it was so funny. Like, just reminiscing on it. Like, he was so angry.
Wow. Well, that's a pretty good note to end it on. That was actually fun. That was fun. That was
Killing it.
Right, yeah, so, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Pink Floyd The Wall.
just because of the sticker.
Don't cancel us. I know I'm racist.
Have a good night. Peace, bitches.